I'd like to start today's show talking about someone who passed away. Erica Garner, the daughter of Eric Garner, she passed away very recently. You know, I'm a little choked up. Let me get through this, man. Look, listen. Erica Garner, a lot of people have written things about Erica Garner, and a lot of people have said some very encouraging words about Erica Garner and what she meant to them and what she meant to the movement, what she meant to, if there is a movement, what she meant to it and her spirit and what she stood for. And I applaud that. I do applaud the people who are speaking up and letting their thoughts be known. My thing is, and I'm going to get to a very insightful piece that was written by a friend, a personal friend of Erica Garner. I'm going to get to that. But I want to say this, man. It's very convenient for some of us to come out now and be very supportive of Erica Garner because she's no longer with us. There are a select few people that actually corresponded with Erica Garner, that actually were down when it mattered. All right? If you were not down then, I would like to say don't be down now, but that probably wouldn't be the right spirit. I just want to say, because if you want to get involved now and it's not just for show, if you really feel that way, well, come on, we need more people. So I want to tell you to go have several seats, but I don't want you to have several seats if you're going to remain standing, but only if you will remain standing. I'm very proud to say that Erica Garner, I considered her an ally, a friend, someone someone that I had corresponded with. And she told me a few months ago when I was going through some of my own, I was getting dragged on Twitter or something, some conversation came up, and she said, Tim, you've always stood and fought for our issues, for black issues. We know that. That was her tweet to me. And anybody who doesn't believe that tweet, well, then you can just go look on her profile. So on to other business, on to the very thoughtful piece that was written about Erica Garner. This piece is written by Reggie Harris, a political strategist and a political director of the Garner Way Foundation. Looking back on the passing of my dear friend Erica Garner, the first thing I think is you did well. The second thing I think is I wish that this burden was never thrust upon you. Erica was not born an activist. She was a daddy's little girl, and she loved hard. She was a mother, a sister, and a loyal friend. Activism was a tactic that she thought was the best way for her to seek justice for her father, Eric Garner. Now, we know Eric Garner was killed by Daniel Pantaleo, a member of the New York Police Department. No such justice was ever received. Instead, everywhere she turned, she got empty words and promises. Mayor Bill de Blasio called himself a progressive, but sided with the police unions against Erica in her fight for justice. Governor Andrew Cuomo did indeed appoint a special prosecutor, but only for 1 year, just long enough to get a photo op with the Garner family, but not to upset the establishment. Erica took her fight all the way to a Democratic White House. Let me repeat that. Erica took her fight all the way to a Democratic White House. To no avail. In the end, after Erica put her entire life into this fight, not for herself, but for everyone black, she got no changes. The stresses of fighting for 3 years became too much for one person to bear. The fact that her death took place mere weeks after she took a year off and a few months after having a child is not lost. Erica left 2 children behind. Alisa, who was 7, and her newborn Eric. who was 4 months old. She was loved by many. I'm honored to have gotten a chance to know her, to work with her, and to call her my friend. If she were here, she would first and foremost want to make sure that her children were okay. Second, she would want us to remember who delivered for us and who didn't. And lastly, she would want to make sure that foster care parents, like the family she lived with for some time, are supported. Let us all honor her legacy and wishes. Reggie Harris, Political Director at the Garner Way Foundation. You know, that article, that statement cuts to the core of the issue. It cuts to the core of the issue of a lot of our politics. I mean, know your friends, but also know your enemies. And know that your enemies can appear to be friends. I like the way he pointed out how Bill de Blasio called himself progressive, but he didn't act progressive when it came to cops, New York Police Department. And I also respect the hell out of his statements about the Democratic White House. I wonder what the reaction would be if Trump responded like the Obama administration responded. That's why I don't claim a party. I claim truth, and we come to speak on truth. Rest in peace, Erica Garner. The fight that you took up was not a fight you should have had to take up. It should have been a fight that much older people, that elders took up. This should have been a fight that you could have joined, not led. And I think, and I don't mean that in any way, shape, or form, in a negative way at all. I just think 27 is just damn too young to go. And I respect the hell out of anyone who fights for justice and equality on behalf of victims, and that's what I try to do. Thank you, Erica, for all you did.